my name is Toby and this is 10 things I love about Ittle 2. I love the art style and concept. Ittle 2 has a stunning cartoon aesthetic that's just so pleasing to the eye. It's just adorable. The game is set in Ittle's imagination, where she washes up on a mysterious island full of dangerous dungeons and peculiar puzzles, with all manner of freaky enemies only a child could think up, and that's what first hooked me on this game. It's just so fun to be in this world where enemies literally pop like piñatas when you smash them with your stick, and the art style complements that beautifully. I love the music. This game has tons of cool music. It's all themed and works brilliantly in each area you're in. It hits all the right notes in all the right situations, it ramps up in boss fights and gets all western in the dusty Pepper Pane Prairie. It's fantastic. I love the puzzles. Ittle 2 is heavily focused on combat, but it also has its fair share of puzzles. You have a unique arsenal of items that help you solve all manner of puzzles, from block pushing to time switches. On paper it sounds like the usual generic puzzles, but Ittle 2 shakes it up with how you use your items. You can cut corners by using the ice ring that allows you to make an ice block to weigh down switches, or you can use dynamite to blow open a shortcut. There is never a shortage of ideas when it comes to testing your noggin. I love the dungeon designs. Ooh, this is my favourite. It's no secret that this game is heavily inspired by Zelda, but it takes one of Zelda's core gameplay staples and turns it on its head. Instead of your generic forest, water and fire temples, you've got a sand castle, art gallery and flooded basement, to name just a few. And it all makes perfect sense from the perspective of a childlike imagination. You're seeing the world as a child would see it, where everything is mysterious and dangerous. It's magical. I love the open world gameplay. Ittle 2 allows you to explore most of the game at your own pace. You can tackle the first 7 dungeons in any order, and it actively encourages you to take them out of order by telling you some earlier dungeons have shortcuts that you can take with items found in later dungeons. It adds fantastic replay value, and it's great for speedrunners, which the game also encourages by adding an in-game timer with options to skip text. It makes every playthrough feel fresh and allows you to challenge yourself by exploring tougher areas immediately when your adventure starts. I love the humour. This game is full of humorous quips and subtle nods to gaming cliches. The characters exchange witty banter and everything has a special charm to it. Your flying fox partner is always there with a sarcastic but helpful comment, and the game isn't afraid to poke fun of itself either. You find prop rooms with weightless tables and fake enemies, and caves with antagonist Jenny practicing her evil laugh. It all lends itself to the make-believe world and gives you a look behind the curtain with all its oddities and strangeness. I love the secrets. You know I love a secret. This game is full of hidden caves, and in those hidden caves are scrolls revealing even more hidden caves, and in those caves could be a shortcut to a new area or a doorway to another dimension. It makes exploring so much fun and rewarding. Some caves have helpful or not so helpful NPCs that may or may not give you useful advice. Then there are many secret shards which unlock more mystery, but I won't spoil that one. I love the upgrades. You have 4 main items in the game and they can all be upgraded to cause more damage or have more reach. As you upgrade, they become more useful in solving puzzles and defeating enemies. Then there are more passive upgrades, such as bandanas that reduce damage, and health upgrades in the form of crayons. Adorable and helpful. I love the combat. Combat has been vastly improved in this game. Enemies have weaknesses and strengths that you need to figure out. Some hide underground, others have front-facing shields. Some can only be defeated with the ice ring. You need to know your enemy or they will crush you. Mastering the dodge roll mechanic is also key to beating this game, and I'm not lying when I tell you this is one tough game. Speaking of which, I love the challenge. Ittle 2 may look easy with its alluring cartoon visuals, but it will soon show you who's boss. You will die and you will die again and again and again, but you will learn and get better at the game, and mastering the mechanics and overcoming the challenge is superbly satisfying. So there you have 10 things I love about Ittle 2. It's one of my favourite games of 2016. But also it gives me this strange feeling. I have the urge to get buff.